All right. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can see me. Hey, Amby. I know Rouster's not going to be here today, or he's not going to come for a while. He has something with his. Oh, hey, Windstar's streaming. I'm trying to pull up the chat so I can see it. So I have to like move around like that. So, but no, we're starting on time. All right. Oh, that was loud. Hold on. Is that Audi? Is that Audi? Oh wow. I got like wouldn't let me pull out my own chat. All right. Here we go. Hey Audi. Hey Amby. All right. So got some stuff. And Audi, we're gonna talk about you. I know you sent me something on Discord. So I did want to bring it up today. As you know, if y'all give me a topic, I will I'll talk about said topic. All right. So also, Jeff gave me a trailer he wants to show, so we got that. Got some gaming news. Got some hardware news. I think that's kind of exciting. And then we just got like general stuff. You know, probably will be an early night. I said that last time, but I think so this time. You know, we're getting into the stretch of like holiday season stuff. It's kind of the time where like I have like one more push for me to try to finish up stuff for the end of the year with work, and then I just kind of like don't really put too much in it. Shades of Purple is an Xbox. Hey JD, what's going on? JD, I haven't talked to you in a while, man. Not seeing you in a while. How are you? But yeah, we're just going to be talking about some stuff. I'm curious, you know, I have some opinions on a few things, but ultimately, yeah, we'll see how it goes. But before we start off, you know, to cut things through, let's go. Where is it? Here we go. Let's find an Atari trailer. You know, I like that. So we're gonna do an Atari trailer to start it off, and then we're going to like go look at some other stuff. All right. Here we go.
We were software engineers. We were pocket protector, thick glass nerds.
Zoom attack formation. Always ready, sir. Okay, I'm feeling on.
Pac-Man sold 3 million copies in 2 weeks. And in early April, I got a check for $300,000.
Well, for Galaxian, it was just Glenn and myself. Glenn was a great programmer, and he was doing the gameplay. I was doing the graphics part. We figured out how to make it work.
Pac-Man captures the essence of Pac-Man. You can tell it's Pac-Man. It's got a lot of flicker.
We had Atari Japan that we ended up selling to Namco. Atari Japan actually put Namco in the video game business.
PlayStation. Thank you for that, Amby. Thank you for the gifteds. We know Garrett, we know Linz, we know Frost, we know we know all those people. We've seen all those people before. Oh yeah, so all right. So here we go. Saw it, Atari. Y'all know I've been kind of looking at Atari, seeing what they've done. Obviously they've been revitalizing. I think there's a ton of stuff they can mine as far as old IP. I love when there's a documentary on like gaming. We saw this, I believe it was 3 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken, with the Mortal Kombat collection, and they showed us the documentary for Mortal Kombat. I'll pick it up for the Pac-Man. Really? Amby, you weren't even alive, Amby. Now you're pulling a Neos. And so yeah, I'm a huge fan of like when people do like mine their old IP. Hey Wit, hey Zalek, you just got a gifted membership. And so like yeah, I'm interested what Atari's doing. I've actually bought some Atari gear before. Like their store is interesting. Like their site has like 2 games and then like a lot of like memorabilia, which I guess kind of goes along with like this idea of like retro stuff. But yeah. So that was Atari. Oh, gift sub. Yeah, Zalek gifted sub. And if you haven't checked out Zalek, Mondays and Fridays over on her Twitch channel. So you definitely want to go check her out. That's where I'll be. So yeah. So we'll have to see how that one goes. No, I didn't say I was born then, but okay. All right. So yeah. So we'll see. With that said, we're not going to get to like the juicy stuff just yet. Let's get on to some of the not so juicy stuff. Since Zalek's here and Zalek is our Horizon expert. Got some stuff. Look at it. Like, why do I do that? I always do that. I'm like, why did I do that? Here we go. So Horizon MMORPG, Still Frontiers. It's for mobile and PC. I don't know why they call me out there. I don't know why Guerrilla Games call me out in their posts. But they did. So I'm curious how this is gonna go, right? We know that Zalek, if I'm not mistaken, this is the project that was supposedly going to compete against the Slavic, the thing from Tencent, right? So it's interesting that they're releasing it. Yes, Still Frontiers. So okay, so are you looking forward to Still Frontiers? Are y'all still like looking forward to it? Why are y'all laughing? Yeah, I'm not kidding. They like Guerrilla Games like called me out in this. It was like PC purple. I was like, okay. I did not know it was for PC as well. But yeah, like I think what's interesting about this, right? When I look at it, it's not for PlayStation. I think that's the interesting to me. Like, and if y'all remember, I did that video where remember like a few months ago, it was probably like 4 months ago. Big hoopla about this Sony PlayStation job posting. I made a whole video. It's like a whole live stream, and I used Porter Rock, who was like blowing things out of proportion. And they made about this whole thing about like cross-platform but I think like it makes sense if they're putting things that are like mobile and PC. No? Or am I wrong? There's another one on PlayStation still in production, more Fortnite-y. Okay, so what is this one? But it looks cool. Mobile is the low point, but gameplay looks in some type of launcher. It's an Xbox. What? JT, is it? I don't even know what Xbox is anymore. I don't even know. Look at Remy back there. He's digging in the couch. Look at Remy digging in the couch. I don't think he quite knows that. I don't know what he actually does that. Like, I'm sure he's finding his pot. Oh, now he's looking at me. Okay, sorry. All right. But all right, so that's Frontiers. I don't know. I think, it's coming in from our friends over there at NCSoft. I guess, let me know if you're excited about this. I don't know if I am, but I'm not a Horizon player. Like, I don't know what a Horizon MMORPG would look like. I just know there's like robotic dinosaurs and a chick with a bow and arrow. And that's all I really know. You know what I mean? So, but I saw it and like, to me, I thought, for one, Guerrilla called me out, so I had to do it. And then two, I thought it was interesting because it's not necessarily a PlayStation, but I guess PlayStation's going to have their own. Like, I don't understand. I just don't understand it. But I'm happy for them. Hopefully it does well. Another piece of it. NCSoft has a launcher like Epic Says team called Purple. Oh, is that what it is? Is that what it is? They made me a launcher now? JD, so you don't think they were calling me out? You don't think Guerrilla Games was saying, hey, Purple, like do this on your show? I thought so I shouldn't have even, that's what you're saying. I shouldn't have even taken it. It's the other one in production. I think that's why it's not on PlayStation. The one, it's better than the other one so far. This one is a bit like Monster Hunter with a team. Oh. Is it Monster Hunter Wilds with the team? Isn't that the thing now? Or Monster Hunter World? Isn't that a team-like atmosphere? I get what you're saying, though. I get what you're saying. It's like the old Monster Hunter, but with a team. I gotcha. But all right, so you can launch it on Purple. It doesn't. I like it. I liked it when it was like they called me out. I liked it when they did that. Asking about you and Purple. I thought so. I like it. I like it better like that. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like who? Like it's a launcher. It sounds so boring. It's not a great story to tell. We'll see. All right. Let's look at the other piece of news. This one I thought was also kind of interesting. You'll see why. Actually, no. We learned our lesson the last time. Don't click that button. All right. Death Stranding anime series is coming to Disney Plus now. All right. Now. I know what you're thinking. Kojima's done it again. But that's not what I was thinking. Okay, so I played Death Stranding. I played like a good 10 hours of it. And I thought it was cool. I thought the music was cool while I was walking around. I just didn't see what people really love about, like, oh, it's so out there. I didn't really see that. I'm going to be very honest with you. I didn't get Death Stranding 2. But there's a dude where I work, and he's all in this. He is super all in this. And so I get it. Some people like Ray, the gaming cyborg, I think really loves this game too. A lot of people really like this. But the thing I saw is like Death Stranding doesn't catch me as like a Disney type of series. Now that's not like seeing Disney, there are like some horror films on Disney that I'm like, why is this on Disney Plus? Like I don't actually get the Disney app. Like I think they're going through an identity crisis kind of. But I think this game's kind of weird to put on Disney, no? So y'all who've beaten the game, maybe it makes sense. But I just feel like okay, beyond the fact that there's going to be a Death Stranding game in anime format, it just seems like a weird concept to me. Make a lot more sense. So you think, I see what you're connecting to the Tencent thing, because now the Tencent game was going to be mobile and PC. You're onto something, Zalik. You're learning. Sorry for a little hazy on that. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. I like it, JD. I like it. He's on it. He's on his P's and Q's right now. But yeah, so like, I just feel like Death Stranding, like Disney, like babies in like the container. You know what I mean? Like that whole concept just always, I was like, that's an interesting concept, right? Like the baby's in the container, the baby gets sick, baby's not really a baby. Like they just get rid of the baby. Like it seems weird. Disney might be trying to catch up with Netflix when it comes to anime. But why this game? Why this one? Like there's like why this game? You know what I mean? Like I feel like there's other games if you're trying to do like the Cowboy Bebop, right? Because that one did really big on Netflix, right? What's the other gaming one? Or the Cyberpunk one did really good. Like, I think there's a lot of IP you could go, but why this one? Because it's Kojima? I told you what I think about Kojima. Like, I just think it's a weird story to do it with. That's my biggest thing. Like, am I saying that this needs it? Probably. Hey, Cherry Man, what's going on? Just talking about like some Kojima stuff, like some Death Stranding stuff, money grubbing, brand recognition. You think is Death Stranding that popular? Like in gaming world, you know what I mean? Like I understand Star Wars, I understand Marvel. Like, I understand why Disney would, because those are like universal. Like, if you're like, name a sci-fi movie, Star Wars. Name a comic book franchise, Marvel. You know, like that makes sense. I don't know if Death Stranding's on that level. It's like, you know what they should have done? I'm going to tell you what they should have done. All right. I'm going to tell you what they should do. Or I'm going to tell what Sony should do. I don't know why they haven't thought about this. Maybe they have. Why won't they make a Halo series? You know what I mean? Like, out of all like the like things of Halo, like, I don't understand that. I would watch that just so I understand what's going on in Halo. Not Halo. Not Halo. I'm talking Destiny. I said Halo. Destiny. They made a series on Destiny. That's the one. Like, why won't they make the anime series there? Like, make an anime series on things that's like interesting. Like Death Stranding. Like, okay, you have like the United States has crumbled. Okay, now we have to set up all the outposts, and then we have to walk around. There's these ghosts, and it's this weird thing with this little baby. Like, I don't know. And I feel like the game already has like that game has like over 2 hours worth of cutscenes in it. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. I think Destiny has a ton of cutscenes too, but like Destiny has like all these like different planets, and it's like, I still don't quite understand the ghost in Destiny. That's a weird thing. Why do video games like to use ghosts so much? Right? Because Destiny uses ghosts, right? Death Stranding uses ghosts, but they're different types of ghost that actually have nothing to do with an actual ghost in a weird way. I guess it does in a weird way. I don't know. I feel like game, they're like, let's call it a ghost. You know, there's like a couple of words, like what's Cronus? That's another one. Everybody likes Cronus. You've got to have Cronus and everything, and ghost. It's like weird. But yeah, that's my thing on Death Stranding. Hey, Marcus G. Knight. What's going on? Star Wars isn't science fiction. It's a space opera. A space opera? Say more. I think they were supposed to. That was part of the Sony Bungie announcement. What happened to it? JD, come on. What happened to JD? If y'all did not know, JD is a Sony fan. Can't get by him on Sony. So what happened to it? I could have had an article that just came up that I think it was last week they announced that Sony ain't happy with the purchase. Cronus is Greek god. Yeah, but you know how many games have the word Cronus in it? We did this before. It's like there's like 5 games. Cronus Trigger, Cronus Before the Dawn, Cronus, the other Cronus. Like, it's like always Cronus. Hey, Audi. But yeah, I don't know why. So that's Death Stranding. $17.99 at GameStop. $21.99 at Best Buy. $25. You know what? That $79.99 at GameStop, I don't believe it. You want to know why? Because you're going to buy it for $17.99, and then they're going to put a $10 service warranty on it. See that at the bottom? They don't tell you that. They don't even tell you. They just do it. Which I don't get. Like, I don't get why GameStop's like, yeah, but if it breaks, you get the warranty. But I'm like, why would it break? Like, why are you automatically giving me... Like, I've not had a cartridge or a what do you call it for? I haven't had a game like do that, but they're like, yeah, but if it does, because that's a big deal, and then yeah, I just don't get it. I get lots of typos on my. No worries, they like take your time. Destiny Animated was scrapped by Netflix in last year. What? Well, that's what Disney should have done. Disney should have picked it up from Netflix. We're gonna get to that one, Audi. I know. We're gonna get to it. Audi, slow down. Let me get to it. I gotta warm up to those type of conversations. Gotta warm up. It's like the biggest story I have. I can't like give it to you in like the first 20 minutes. Kidding me? Don't worry, we'll get to it. Fine. Let me see. Do I have any other? No, I don't. All right, fine. Let me do another trailer. I'll do another 2 trailers and then we'll get to it. Audi wants to get to it. So we'll get to it. All right, here we go. This trailer is thank you to Jeff for pointing it out. Here we go.
The name's John Morley, private detective. In my line of work, every shadow hides a story, and every knock at the door could be trouble. That day, trouble came dressed as a mysterious woman, carrying a case as cold as the grave. She wanted me to track down the killer of her daughter, the young and beautiful Elodie, murdered 20 years ago. What happened next? Well, it went beyond anything I could have imagined. That would be my last case.
Oh, there we go. Let me look at that. So, interesting game there. Mystery game. I don't know. Like, I like story games. I don't know if I like those type of story games. Like, I think it's like just better off if you, for one, it sounds like too many books I've read. Like, so I'm on this thing right now where I like story games, but it has to make sense for why it's a game. Because, like, there's tons of books with better stories, right? There's tons of, like, movies with better stories. So it has to make sense why the story is in the game. Like, it has to be something that only I can experience in the game. So I'll give you a great game that I feel like has solid story that builds on itself. And it can only be done in a game. Even though I don't like this game, we're going to talk about it here in a second, though. Red Dead. Like, right? Like, there's a lot of, like, character building in that it doesn't really play well if you do it as a TV show, maybe. And if I were to do it in, like, a book, like, it would be, like, such a, like, a psychological type of, like, book. It could get really weird with all the different perspectives playing out. So it makes sense why it's a good game. That one seems like too much like a fan fiction type of mystery, you know? Hey, Vet, rest in peace, Windows. Rest in peace, Xbox refugees. Rest in peace, Nintendo. Xbox is dead. Windows is dead. Perp, where's Vet's invite for a co-host? I don't know. Man, Vet is pulling all the stops out. He created different names just for this. I've played this. Really? What did you think of it, Marcus? Gives me Natchy Jew game vibes. Yeah, Audi, that's what I'm saying. It did, right? It gave you like young adult fiction video game vibes, which I'm like, why? Is that really like it? It better have something decent to it. You know, it's like a point and click game, really. I don't know. That's my feeling. So that's that one. And then we're gonna give you a nice little soft one, and then we're gonna get into where's my nice little funny furry one. Do I have it here? I don't think I have it. Oh, here we are. I'm gonna give you a nice little friendly one. Then we're gonna get into the Steam conversation that Audi's been jonesing for.
You're back in the forest. Your road's been long. Hear my words. They'll make you strong. The wild can wear you through and through. Heal your soul with mushroom stew. The cold will bite and find a crack, so knit your warmth to hold it back. The bugs don't rest. They hunt and chase. Stand tall and meet them face to face. The woods are harsh, but not alone. A friend may light a path unknown. You're small, it's true, but brave and bright. This burrow's yours. Hold fast, hold tight.
So that's Winter Burrow, just so you know what's going on in that game. It's a survival mouse game. So this mouse comes I know this because I've been watching this trailer for like a few weeks now, and it's about to, I think it just launched, or is it? Yeah, it just launched. You're this mouse and you like come back to your like home place. It's all destroyed and stuff. You have to like remake it back. So I don't know. If you're into survival games and little like mice, that might be for you. All right. Here we go. We got to get into it. We got to talk about it. Here we go. Let's start it off. Steam hardware coming in 2026. Steam controller. Steam machine. And then Steam VR stuff. It's a jazzy announcement. Waitlist now. That's not all. Like I said, there is a VR finally available at Steam Frame wireless VR headset. We're going to have to get Mr. Urban World's thoughts on this. That's not all. You know, Valve is this they're going for everything right now. They want this thing to compete with current consoles. Directly named out the Xbox Series S and PlayStation 5. That's where it's in between those. I think that's an interesting place to. It's an interesting segment of the market, if you ask me. So I'm assuming it's going to probably be $450. Oh, surprising they did not say Nintendo. Looks kind of cool. Looks like we got two, what do you call these things? USB ports. Xbox waiting for the Xbox is into survival games. Are they? Xbox is trash con a failure. Recipes MetaQuest 3. I think they already died. That will be buying the GameCube day one. What? This thing? Here goes some more information about it. Valve announcement next gen. Steam says it's over 6 times more powerful than the Steam Deck, but there's no price yet. Well, they just told us kind of where it is. And then last but not least, all right. Or whatever. It's still a little pricing thing. So all right, so here's my thoughts on this thing. Let me go back to the actual what it looks like. I think it does better than the the Steam machine. Dream Machine, whatever it was called back like 10 years ago. I think it does better than that. The software is better. I think they're a lot of PC gaming markets bigger. So I think it does well, right? Like and when I say it does well, it does better than the original. I still think it's kind of like I put it in the same category as a Steam Deck, right? Which is, or the overall handheld PC market. I think it's something for people who primarily have Steam libraries who want to play on their living room. I kind of see it as like a inconspicuous gaming PC that you can put in your living room. But I think that's it. I don't think it's like it's as necessarily going to compete. Like I know they said potentially like competes against Xbox and PlayStation. I think Xbox fans who left Xbox to go to PC, this seems like something for them. I think PC fans who just want an extra gaming PC, this seems like for them. I am curious. Like, how does this compete against a similar PC build? That's my biggest thing. Like, when I looked at these ports here, right? Like, literally, it could be a mouse and a keyboard. You know what I mean? So I'm curious how that is. Like, could you just use this as like a gaming PC? But we'll see. Bring me on. I'll talk. Vet, I don't want you on. Vet, you have your own show. Like, why do people always want to come in? Like, I don't want, like, did I say, Vet, come rescue me and talk about it? No, I didn't, Vet. I did not say that. Like, Vet, let me give you a hint. No. Why do I want, why do, like, I feel like this is about to come. Like, I feel like I'm about to start like going off. Oh, please tell me, person who doesn't know as much as me about gaming. Please tell me. Get the F out of here. No. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Tell me, person who probably doesn't know anybody who works at Valve. Tell me, person who just like listens to other people. Tell me. No, Vet. No, we're not doing that, Vet. This isn't FCAT. This isn't Cowboy. Man, I don't know. I get tired. Like I get like in meetings. I get in like meetings and I'm like presenting something. Like, and then they'll be like, well, let me tell you. And it's like, no, effer, like you didn't get paid 6 figures to go present. Like your ass is the one in the chair because your company is failing. Not mine. But no, let me tell you, because, I've never been told that, like, my opinions are wrong. Well, your opinions are wrong, Vet. My goodness. Give me something original to think. Like, I can see it. What are you going to tell me, Vet? You're going to tell me, like, oh, this is a powerful thing. I'm just going to go do it. Tell me something about market saturation. Tell me something about market penetration. Tell me anything. Tell me anything that he couldn't get from like a 140 character tweet. Tell me, old wise one. Tell me, fracked fanboys. My goodness. I was actually going to like be all happy for this thing for people like you. I was going to say I'm good. I'm glad for it. I'm happy that gamers have more places to game. I was going to talk about that. I was going to even be like, yo, man, it's just another option for people, Hey, Simpleton, what's going on? Hey, Paul. But no, tell me something that's like, that actually is beyond 1 inch of depth. Tell me something that's beyond the surface. I'll wait for it. And when I say I'll wait for it, I won't wait for it. Okay, what are you going to tell me? Well, you see the blue light there. It's actually about how's the apprenticeship type of thing. Just no, you're not going to tell me anything. My goodness. My goodness. But if you really must know, here's my thoughts. Because Audi, if you hadn't recognized it, I was answering Audi's question. My thoughts on this Audi is I think it does better, right? I think it actually, I think it does better. I actually don't think it, as I said before, I don't necessarily think it's going to compete against PlayStation and Nintendo for a couple of reasons. Same reason I don't think the Steam Deck does. Because right now, if you go look at any of my videos where I talk about PC gaming and my dislike for it, you have tons of PC gamers talking about you can hook up your PC to your TV. You hear this all the time. So now you have a machine for people who mainly have Steam libraries. And so it's do they get another PC or not? So that's kind of the other question. Then you have people who already have their libraries, on Nintendo. We've seen that Nintendo fans don't really have it, so they don't really compete with the other consoles. So really, you're looking at PlayStation. How does this compete against PlayStation? And again, I think it just depends on where you game most of the times, or most of the places. What I could see is I like the competition aspect of online play. Meaning, we know that because Microsoft introduced it roughly 20 years ago, where we charged to do online play for consoles, this would not, right? That is something that I think would be an interesting, competition to the PlayStation, because I think Nintendo's online gaming is relatively cheap compared to the others. So that's why I say I look at it as PlayStation competition. But at the end of the day, I think your average gamer wouldn't even know this existed. I think if I asked your average gamer about the old Steam machine, they wouldn't know about it. But I'm curious. I think Valve did well with the Steam Deck, and I think again that's the PC market not having something similar. But in this situation, a lot of people's PCs can hook up to it. I get people are saying, well, you don't have the Windows bloatware as one vet cloud gaming would say. I get it, but is it worth buying a whole new piece of hardware just so you don't have the Windows bloatware to play on your TV? I don't know. Maybe for some people, but I just think it's another option. Hey, Rebellica, what's going on? What interest? Oh my goodness. I'm not into the Steam Box thing because I don't want a PC to just play. I don't want a PC to play just my Steam library. Well, why don't you get a PC? Isn't that what a PC gaming does? I don't use Steam a lot, but Granite does. But he's got a Steam Link. See, that's the thing. I think now they're competing. Yeah. That's the thing. I think where the Steam Deck almost had no competition at all. This one is going up against not necessarily other consoles, just the idea of PCs. People have been able to get their PC to work on TV. That's my thing about it. I don't know. Like I'm happy for it. Let me start off with where I was about to go before like that like derailed everything. Like I think if it's another way for people to game, I'm happy. Like I always say, like gaming should be fun. Paraphrasing Simpleton there. And then the next thing is, if it's fun and it's enjoyable, then whatever allows you to do more enjoyable, I'm for. And I think maybe if this had came out 3 years ago, like when I was making my move from Stadia, that might have been an interesting play. Because remember, like where I went immediately after Stadia was GFN. And then one of the reasons I don't like GFN is just the whole launcher experience. It's always different for me. And then there's something about like playing I have to pay to play my library that I just also it's like double paying. So something like this would have been really interesting for me because I would have been like, oh, let me just get that and I'm good. Now I think Steam, like the idea of a Discord, like in party chat and all that stuff, I'll be interested to see how that plays out with this. But overall, like, yeah, I don't know. Anybody go? If y'all gonna get same reason I picked ROG Ally over the Steam Deck. I pay a little more to be able to play all launchers. Interesting. There you go, Simpleton. There you go. So would you get like something like this? Like, let's say Xbox. Okay, so here's a question because I could definitely see this happening. Let's say Xbox does a third-party Xbox that can do exactly what you just said, right? They call it like the Xbox whatever box, but it can play your Xbox library, your PC library, your COG library, like all those things, right? Would you get that? I've been playing the Steam Deck and I'm good. I'll stick to my PlayStation, just not into PC game. JD, yeah, like I said, I think it's PC. Like if you're a PC person, you know who we need to ask? Severin. Because Severin is all into PC gaming, right? Like too many. I think most of you all are like very multi-gaming. Like your setups work for you, and it seems like this one would make it easier. But it's not like, you know who would be good? SPG. SPG is like strictly like PC gaming. And I would be curious about him. Hey Mel, what's going on? They need to sort out anti-cheat stuff out first. Otherwise, no Fortnite and other games. Not everyone cup of tea, but they are some of the biggest games to play every year. So interesting. So you're looking at it from an aspect of like the player base. Like you're like, okay, with this, you're going up against PC player. That's actually a really interesting thing. Because if you're going up against like shooters, let's say but you do have, but this is why I say, I feel like this is just a mini gaming PC tower. Because like, okay, you have your 2 USB ports there, right? And so like, obviously you can hook up a controller or a mouse and keyboard. You can hook all that up to it, right? So like, that's why I say, I think the market, I don't think it's going to be as successful as the Steam Deck. And obviously the Steam Deck's not as successful as probably the PS Portal. Not that it's bad. I don't think that's like a diss, right? I actually think that Steam Deck's very successful for what it is. But ultimately, I think that this isn't going to reach that success. Is that a bad thing? I'm not going to say that. Is that a good thing? I'm not going to say that. What I am going to say is, if you're PlayStation, if you're Xbox, if you're Nintendo, I'm not necessarily sure this is going to dig into your market. I don't think this is a competition. It can't even exploit GFN Ultimate. Oh, talking about some GFN. It's for the X. JD, that's what I said earlier. I think Kubini's someone who I could see buying this. That's who I think. Kubini, Dark, those people who are purely in the Xbox ecosystem went to PC, but still crave that like console experience. And now that they have like a library and potentially they don't like to have their PC everywhere, or they need like a PC in the living room, but they don't want it to look like a PC in a living room. That's why I say I feel like it looks like a small tower. Right? Like if we look at the actual, now I think that's like an interesting little speaker. It looks like a little speaker to me. So that's why I'm curious, like if you just hook this up to a monitor, like why wouldn't you? Like if you hook this up to a monitor and they're saying it lands between Series S and a PS5, that's like a solid what? 3080? That's pretty decent. No? For like $400? Whatever the thing's gonna cost? It's a mini PC tower. Okay. Thank you, Granite. Xbox releases on Xbox PC that will play Xbox. Yes, I paid $1,000 for that. All right, there you go. Simpletons answered it. He's mostly PC. Yeah, I see that. I think y'all are. But you already have your PC. I don't think y'all would buy another one. Anti-cheat stuff just blocks them from even launching on things like a Steam Deck. That's what I mean. I got you. Certain people like Duck Dark. Yep, that's what we said. The same. They'll be blocked on the Steam box as well. Okay. Yeah, it's very niche market because most people already have somewhere to play. That's where I'm curious how this would actually play against like people who are very into GFN. Like GFN on TV. I don't know how big that market is, but that's the market I would be curious. Like, does the GFN on TV market go out and buy this? Because in my opinion, like I would if I still had a Steam Deck and I gamed on TV. But these are the things that I question. But then the GFN market, like I guess what they would say is like, yeah, but we can get, you know, we can go play on the PC and but I continue to think this is just a small PC tower. i5 RTX 4060 small form factor smokes it. Gabe Cube is a laptop in a big box without a screen. All right. So you're saying an i5. Wow. So Internet Games is not buying it. Marcus G not buying it. Saying this wouldn't be competition is hilarious. Clever Neos, you're not clever. Agree, Marcus, in the 8GB VRAM is brutal. Ooh. It's not competition, not because it's not like it's not competition because I feel like the Steam is not in the consciousness of the average like console gamer, like family people. Like if a family was going to introduce like their kids to like gaming, I don't think Steam, like the Steam machine, comes to mind. That's what I mean. Just brand recognition. Not saying like it can't. I'm not saying like let me make sure like you can definitely game on it. I'm not saying that. Just saying like from a big market standpoint, I think it does worse than the Steam Deck. And so if you're talking about Steam Deck over 4 years sold 4 million units, not even Steam Deck, entire handheld PC market, I think over the last 4 years sold 5 million units. That's everything. Every handheld PC combined is 5 million. Switch 2 sells that in like 4 months. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. It's not really like, it's almost like apples to peacocks. It's not even the same thing. Upgrades at a low monthly price. This is true. There's no more new hardware in 26. Okay. Grant's not getting it. Oh, there goes my host for a Switch 2 for Christmas. You already have one, though. You already have one, Ravalica. Christmas is 2025. It is. Dear God, if you're playing GFN on your TV, do not buy this device. It is not highly enough aspect to get it to work properly. Okay, Mark is going at it. The only reason I get one is for my bedroom. To steam my stream my PC to the bedroom. As for me, it doesn't work that good through Steam Link. So see, that's what I was saying. Like, it has to be like it's a convenience, purely convenient. Like, that's why I had GFN, but then GFN just wasn't GFN for me. Steam Deck was more attractive because it's a portable PC that carries your Steam library wherever you go. But if you're looking for a console, you're likely built a library on the competitors. I agree, Mel. It's built-in the time to have built consoles, in my opinion, would have been like when the console market was still growing. But now the console market's kind of like saturated. So it's like, where are you going to get it? And the only place I really get it is like the people who already have Steam Deck or Steam libraries, and that's usually PC gamers. So I definitely see some of them getting it. I definitely see some people who are like, hey, let me try to rig this up to where it's like a cheaper PC. I wonder if you could I don't think you can change out the parts and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I'm going to put the sales on this to be like 1 to 2 million over 3 years. I could be totally wrong. I could be wrong. This thing could sell 100 million and I'm wrong. But I say it's 1 to 2 million and a very, very robust secondary market. That's what I say for this one. I don't know. Let's see what Phil Spencer has to say. He's excited gaming moves forward. I don't know. This is what I don't get when Phil Spencer says stuff like this. He's like, gaming moves forward because there's new hardware, right? He's not saying that, but that's how I interpret this. He's like, gaming moves forward. But it's like, you just told us hardware was not moving forward. That's why you went into the cloud. I don't get these people, man. I get them. Don't be mad because clever is in my name. Am I mad? But shout out to Neos. He sent me a happy Veterans Day. Appreciate that, Neos. Thank you. And those who have a large Steam library already have PC that's likely better. I get it. That's fair. I get it. I'm not effing about. This is out of date device. Cannot deliver the full GFN Ultimate experience. I'm not going one way or another. I think the only reason, you want me to tell you the reason I would actually buy this? Because that box. I just think that box is a cute little box. And I'd be like, oh, let me put this little cute little box on my little cute little shelf. That's the reason I would buy it. Because I don't know why. It's just like a little cute little box. And so I'm like, oh, a little cute little box. I think it'd be interesting. That's all. I don't think I would buy it to game, but I definitely buy it to put on like as a paperweight or something. I could put right. Nah, probably on this side. Put it over there somewhere. Put right down there, right up there. See, I have a little box up there. That's why I would get it. This is going to attract console players. I don't know, Neos. I don't know, man. You're kidding. You're the only one who's saying that. Casual gamers probably don't have a better PC. It's way better than my game. So, Rabolica, are you going to get it? I could see Rabolica getting this. I could definitely, but Rabolica has a good PC. Rabolica has a gaming laptop. So, I don't actually see her getting this now. But I could see her getting it last year at this time. So I could kind of see it. Like I said, I think it's an interesting use case. I think it's an interesting one. I just don't know if it's going to be as. I just don't know if it's going to be as popular. That's my ultimate thing. Sims 3, yes, and Zoe probably at medium 1080p. Let's go. Good Steam. Even though I just woke up. Yes. It's not going to track. Saying it would be popular as the Steam Deck. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm just saying it won't be as popular. Let me tell you this box launching in 27 with a modern Osaka. Oh, you're saying delay it. Interesting. That's an interesting move. Because if you delay it into 2027, that's when PlayStation 5 is launching. It's an interesting move. But Marcus might be onto something. Right? Do you launch a box that becomes somewhat, I don't want to say obsolete, but do you launch a weak hardware box knowing the market? Like I think the new Xbox would compete against this. I'll say that. I don't think the new Xbox handheld competes against the Steam Deck, even though it's more powerful. But I definitely think whatever that new Xbox console is, whether it's first party, third party, whatever it is, competes against this head on. And I think the new Xbox wins. I told her Shame is a dominant gaming storefront than all console combined. It's dominant on PC. I don't think anybody's going to deny that. But that's like saying you still need people to know about it. And I would say your average console gamer isn't gaming on PC. That's where I ultimately, like, they're not, like, I will talk to people, and I talk to like average people. And I'll be like, yo, what about gaming on PC? And they're like, no, I can't do that. Where am I going to put that? I have a kid. Or like, no, I don't even know how to like connect to my friends. Like average gamers are like pretty much game like when the nephew comes over one time. And I think you need the average. I am the young PC god. I think that's somewhat sacrilegious there. Maybe if they built the tea warmer into the heat sink. Oh, maybe. If I hadn't gotten the news, I would have gotten this. That's exactly, Rebecca. That's where I got. That's where I said it. I'm saying that just to make me cringe. I'm not a PC fan, so don't. Hey, Tatona, what's going on? I'm finna buy this Steam machine if it's fire. Really, Tatona, you would get it? You're the number. You're like the main person who said they would get it. But that makes sense. Like 1 out of 10, I'll take that. It's a good odds. I probably have 150 or more Steam games in my library, way more than any console I own. But you already have a PC. That's my thing. This has got to be for someone who has a massive PC library, needs to update, and doesn't update to like another like gaming laptop, pre-built, doesn't want to build their, but I feel like someone who wants to build their own PC probably wouldn't get this either. So it has to be someone who's like kind of wants like a straightforward gaming PC experience, has a huge library. That's that segment. There's a thing that they know about the Steam, but what if they are afraid of Steam? But that's the thing, they know about Steam, but what if they are afraid of Steam? Well, it doesn't, if they do, okay, let me see what you said. So here we go with the nephew talk. No, I wasn't even talking about you. I'm literally having a person in my mind who told me, they came up to me about a month ago and they're like, we were on like a call, and that's what people know with me. Like some people know like I game, so like, to start the meeting off well, they'll talk about their experience in gaming, and they know like it eases me. And so they are like, hey, I played Madden and I still got it. I beat the nephew. And I was like, what? And so so that's where that comment came from. I don't want to say how many Steam games I have. Probably a ton. They give them for free. Why does nobody else want it? It seems like it's cool. It's like a PC base. I think that's because either A, Daytona, they already have a PC that's more powerful than this. 2, they're saying it because they're mostly on console, so they don't really game on PC. Or 3, it's underpowered. It's coming to market underpowered. So I agree. Like if you're someone who wants to, if you have it, it's like they have to have a Steam library, and they have to have like a PC that they already don't somehow connect, whether it's Steam Link, GFN. Like they have to have something where it doesn't automatically, like it's not convenient for them to play on their whatever monitor, TV or whatever. And so they don't already have that. And they're looking to buy some new hardware. That's the group, which ultimately I'm saying is like smaller than a handheld PC market. What did Granite say? Steam Machine to Steam Your Tea. Ooh, I like it. A lot of people in the Sims stream I was watching earlier were really interested. Most of them have 10-year-old laptops, and I think I could see that. Like I said, I'm not saying there's not a market for it. I'm just saying I don't think it's a large market. And it's going to come down to price. Because you basically have to price this thing at essentially right at a cheaper gaming laptop. I think if you price it, like that's where you got it. That's the high mark. And the low mark is probably going to be somewhere around maybe like where your current gen consoles are. Probably your low mark. But it's Steam. They go down lower than that. So maybe I say it's like $450. I think it's a good price. Like, I'm not saying it's a good value. Yeah, I'm not saying it's a good value or a bad value. My thing is success is does it compete against console? I don't think it does. Does it do as well as Steam Deck? I don't think it does. Doesn't mean there's not people who will buy it though. But this is to ease people into PC instead of building a PC because that's a problem for some people. I guess I think you greatly overestimate people and their capacity to want like have time or anything to want a game. I think there is a market of people you're saying. I just don't think it's as big as you think. But I wouldn't buy this for kids because of adult games. I would have to block that. Okay, that's any PC though. This crowd is not the same as the vast majority of PC gamers. Yeah, I agree. Please, I know nobody who needs to see this will see this. Just please don't buy it. The market is so high. Maybe for a 16-year-old as a safe PC environment, but adults, please don't buy this. Okay. There you go, Daytona. You're getting like the full spectrum of responses. I appreciate y'all. I really do. I really do. Like you have Marcus on like one end. Internet of Games is on one end. Like, nah, garbage. Then you have like Neo's, probably Daytona. Daytona's like, I want it. You know, I like y'all. Y'all are good. Y'all are good. I think it's just polarizing. I did not think that would happen. We'd definitely be having a totally different console if they launched alongside the PS5 and Series X, or if it were much more powerful and released with or before next gen. I agree. Pretty isn't good enough for satisfying long-term relationships. Ooh. So I put it on this. I said cute. I didn't say pretty. Raise the price. Hey, Ron. I don't know, but y'all can let me here. Let me put a poll. I'll put a poll. We'll see. I think I know what the answer is going to be. You get a Steam Machine 2.0. Yes. No. Add option. Maybe / eventually. And we're going to add one more option. And this option is Don't ask some questions. Oh my goodness. There we go. That's the poll. Y'all knock yourselves out on that one. Well, it's a scientific one. We'll post the results later on. Alrighty. So that's the Steam machine conversation. I always feel like anytime you have more options to game, I'm happy. So hey, I'm back. My tradesman arrived early. What's a tradesman? What do you mean your tradesman? What's a like your handyman? Makes more sense to be called a tradesman now I think about it. But all right. So that's that. I think we have a couple more. I think we're gonna go back to some trailers, and then we're gonna get back to some gaming. I missed it. You did say like you did. You missed it like perfectly. But we can do it. We can do it. Let me get a couple more trailers out, and then we'll come. So here goes another one.
You are Ereban. Your people manipulate matter in the darkness. Become one with the shadows.
What do you really want from me?
Helios is looking for something. I want to know what and why.
Ayana, stop. You are incredibly important. We must work together.
You must connect. Awaken what is dormant.
Ereban, something if you like to play stealthy, Ambi, you might like that game, Ereban. I think that one kind of has an interesting premise to me because it has like I feel like you can obviously it has a stealth mechanic to it where you're like in the shadows and you're doing all this shape shifting, and you're sneaking up on people and you're doing things. So I'm gonna be interested to see. Like, that's a story I'll be interested in. Like, why is this person, like, killing people? I don't know. I said no because I built my high-end PC. I'm good. There we go. But I would recommend this could be a great start to building your library. Oh, okay. Guy that fixes locks, a locksmith. Good job, Simpleton. I get it. Deal trade. Ooh, could be that. Could be the deal, Daytona. Could be the deal. I'm here. Where I'm coming from. I never had a good PC, and I still don't. I'm still on last gen consoles even now, but you're really good. I like console gaming, but I also like PC. I'm not super tech savvy, and pre-built is convenient. Then get a Daytona. You're 100%. I would say in that world, get it, because I think that's the one that Robolica's kind of talking about too, which is like you're hers is a little different. They're playing on PC. They're playing PC games like Sims, like probably plays better on PC, and they're on older hardware. So I totally get it. If you're someone who has a PC library and you're on older hardware, totally get it. That's where I think the pricing conversation comes into play. Because you could get a gaming laptop. You could get a pre-built PC, right? You could, all that is in a certain range. You could get a cloud gaming laptop, right? You could just do cloud gaming, period. So that's where I think it's going to be for that price conscious gamer and where it doesn't make sense for them. that's not necessarily the same gamer as the Steam Deck. And so I totally hear you. Daytona, I totally hear you. I'm not saying that you're not represented. Maybe if Daytona, you weren't here earlier, but I was going to be much more positive on this thing. And then Vet Cloud Gaming, which I don't know if you know Vet. You probably do, because you're in the community enough. He got me all off on a tangent. You got me on a tangent, and I went like negative on the thing. But I started off positive. Destiny's people should sue them. That one, why? Why should Destiny sue them? Irony, good for people who have older PCs. The PC community will help you in every single secondhand piece you need and what's good value and what's not. The PC Master Race got you made. Oh my goodness. I cannot stand that term, by the way. Mr. Nothing wrong with pre-builds. There you go. Pre-built games have always been available in Best Buy for short money that plays games very well. There you go. But this one probably is even cheaper. See, I think it's going to be cheaper. That's my thing. And so, I hear them. I totally think there's a market for it. I'm just saying, I just don't think it's as big as Steam Deck. The Steam Machine, nope, not getting it. Oh my goodness. Let me see where y'all are at. All Vets does is rent 5080 should shut up. Oh my god. Neos, y'all are going at it. Yes. Okay, good. All right, so we got one person said yes. We got two people who said maybe. I could see that. Two people said don't ask dumb questions. Okay, I think that's Marcus. And then a bunch of y'all said no. But I think that's a good spread. That's a good spread. Because I think some of y'all who are saying no would get it, but you're just not going to get it because you already have something now. But a few years ago, you would have got it. Right? So I think that yes is probably a little bit higher. And I think that maybe eventually is a little bit higher. The don't ask questions, I think, is probably steady state. So yeah, I think it's not too bad. I don't think it's too bad. I don't think it's too bad. With this Taco Bell Kids PC. Oh my goodness, y'all. Y'all are mean. Y'all are mean. Amazon Luna is technically a PC. You could use Luna too. You definitely could use Luna, to Ron's point of view. He games on Luna. How much is the Steam Deck in price, and how powerful, capable is it compared to the things like a medium range PC or ROG Ally X or even an Xbox Series X? So we just had I wish Rouster was here right now. He'll be here in about 20 minutes. Why do you call Rouster Hunkalicious Daytona? Just curious. But so Rouster got his Steam Deck for $200, which isn't bad. It's actually like really, really good. And so you have that. And then you have things like a medium range PC. So when you say medium range PC, are you building it? Or are you buying it? Because I think you could get it for $700. To me, a medium range PC is like $700. I started saying like higher end, starting to get like that's $700. Like I don't know. It's all depends on what you're saying as a medium range PC. That's where I say. But then if you're doing a medium range PC, I feel like you could get a PlayStation. But if you're trying to do like PC games, like it gets icky. But then if you're all in that space, I'd just tell you to go do like GFN. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It gets icky. If the Steam Box thing is under $600, then yeah, it could be worth it. But more than that, a pre-built gets you to your Steam library. And yeah, there you go. Someone got it. Hunkalicious. Why do you call him that, Daytona? Can you play Luna on Steam OS? Can you play? No. I call him Hunkalicious because he is Hunkalicious. Oh my goodness. No, people who are saying no means no. It's the hair, mister. Oh my goodness. Is it not? It's the biceps. Oh my goodness. There he goes. That's, if y'all ever want to know, Zalik always has like a hunkalicious thing in her, the story she does in her chat. And I think it came from Daytona. So yeah. All right, there we go. I think I have one more. And then we're gonna jump to another topic. All right. Here, this one's an older trailer, but they've been talking about it a lot. So yeah. It actually came out last year, but it's launching here in the US. So yeah. So where winds meet, it actually launched in I'm pretty sure about this one. This one launched in China last year. This game, in my opinion, is probably one of the few games, like no one's talking about it as far as being potentially in the game of the year conversation. I 100% think this is in the game of the year conversation for the simple reason, the same thing like Black Myth Wukong made it. Like Black Myth Wukong didn't score too high, but it was such a powerful force in China that it got there. Where Winds Meet actually scores higher. It launched into the window where it could be this year. So I actually like this from like, yes, the game looks cool. Like 100%. I think it's interesting because I'm pretty sure it's launching like this month. No? Hey, Nightfall just asked me if I was going to play this game. What did you say? Oh, Nightfall. Nightfall. Yeah, I heard you had a special night tonight. So tell us how it went. Let us know. We're excited for you. I'll let you spill the beans if you want. But yeah, I think I would. I probably will get it. It's kind of interesting because like I didn't really play my PlayStation at all this year. So I would probably play this one. We'll see. We'll see. I really did like Black Myth Wukong as far as like the gameplay. This one looks like it actually has a more cohesive story. So yeah, maybe we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I'm playing Sword of Justice. What's Sword of Justice? I never know these games y'all are talking about. We're about to get into some sadder news. More sad news, y'all. More sad news. We call it this one, but it's going to continue. It's going to continue. Crystal Dynamics lays off 30 more workers in third wave cuts this year. I'm not going to lie to y'all. when it comes to Crystal Dynamics, I honestly thought this studio had shut down. This one has like fallen so far. Like from where they were 10 years ago to now, like what are they even making? What are they even building? Like what is Crystal Dynamics actually working on right now? Oh, the new Tomb Raider says they're at the top, eh? I just don't know. I don't know, man. This one just seems like it is like about to shutter. And jeez, Crystal Dynamics, like, yo, that one used to be literally like a easily top 10. Easily top 10. Especially like when we interviewed Rihanna Pratchett, she used to work there, right? And to see where it is today, it's like, what? I won. I'm trying to win a code for Anno 117 right now. Oh, nice. What was it? How did you win or not win? I don't even know who Crystal Dynamics. Really? Tomb Raider? They have a lot of legendary stuff. Tomb Raider. That's interesting. Daytona, how old are you? It's interesting because I think like depending on how old they are, they have different things. But that was a big one. To me, that's big. But I totally get where you're like, I don't even know who they are. Here goes Ubisoft. I don't really know if you're into trading and stuff. I think Ubisoft's about to do some really bad results here. That's all I got to tell you. I think Ubisoft has some really bad results come. Man, Ubisoft has just had it like ton after ton after ton. They're not doing too well. I think we have one more. We have one more that's not doing too well right now. Rockstar, I mean, they're doing well, but they've got in trouble with firing people. We covered this last week. Not a good look for Rockstar. And because, you know, the reason I say not good look for Rockstar is because I put Rockstar literally in like top 3 developers. And, you know, just seeing this, it's like, grass isn't always greener. Doesn't always make sense. Tomb Raider frame. Watching a Twitch stream. Nice. I'm telling you, I know of Tomb Raider in the games. I guess I just never looked into who made them. Yeah, the recent, like not the blocky ones, but the ones where it's like Shadow and the more modern ones. Like I think they started in like 2010 to 2016. Those are the ones that they did. And then they did some other stuff. All right. I just want to read a book and practice on my guitar. All right. Later, Neos. Thanks for coming by. I hear you. Denise, what are you doing? Denise, where were you? Denise, where were you in Mario Kart? We have a new champion, Daytona, who's in chat right now. Daytona, Mario Kart Deluxe Daytona, like Rex, beats everybody. Emily did give him a run, though. Emily did give him a run a couple of times. But Daytona just like solid player. Solid. I hope Jake gets canceled. I don't know if that's going to happen. But I don't think GTA 6 meets the hype. Like, I think that actually is... I just don't think it's going to meet the hype. They're on Perfect Dark, then this team, almost certainly, in my opinion, the initiative. Yep. Where's the new Midnight Club game? Rockstar said they would bring back Midnight Club for like years ago and nothing came of it. I have no idea. There they go. This is kind of, it gets interesting when you start talking about the UK, the EU. They have much stronger labor laws than the US. So I know this is like a headache for Rockstar, but it's gonna be interesting. So, yeah, it's got to be interesting. Like when you get laid off and then your workers want you to get hired back, and the whole thing that stems from is like trading things on or talking on Discord, supposedly about like company secrets. I don't know what they were talking about. Could be about unionization. Could be about a lot of stuff. I ultimately think Rockstar will reinstate the employees. That's what I'm saying. I think ultimately Rockstar will reinstate them and then offer them a severance package if they want to take it. I think that's what happens. So we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. But we have some more Rockstar news. Kind of. Where is it? I know I thought I had it. Where'd you go? I guess I don't have it. I have more Rockstar news. There we go. Ninja. No, that's not it. That's not it. Where's my Rockstar news? There we go. There we go. There we go. Red Dead Redemption confirmed for Switch 2, PS5, and mobile free upgrade and enhanced details. So this is actually interesting because like Red Dead is already on Switch, so this is going to be an upgrade. I'll be interested to see if they're going to bring like Red Dead Redemption 2 to Switch. But yeah, I don't know. Like if y'all know, I want to get into Red Dead. I just can't. I don't know. Something about the controllers. I just can't. It just feels like I'm pushing. It feels like the controllers are sluggish. Oh, school. Even in school, that's a good place to be, though. School is killing me. It's killing you? How's school killing you? Yeah. It's interesting. Like, I think school is so cool because you're like in a group of people like around your age and y'all are all like at the same point in life. And you're there to like learn. That's literally your job is to learn. Like, I think that's so cool. You know, like when you get older, you don't realize it, but like all of a sudden, like people go all different directions. You know, like there's some people are having kids, people go like jobs, people like don't work, people are like taking care of family members, people all of a sudden like start their own company. It's like you start losing track. So that's why I think school is interesting. Because like you have like your friends, your colleagues, as they call them, and end up doing both. I think Crystal Dynamics layouts were from the initiative team that was working on Perfect Dark. No, they already laid them off. This one was from another one. This one's from the people who were trading. These are the ones who were fired. The other ones were the ones who were like reorged. These are like fired. I haven't played because of school. I gotcha. I can't tell you now from the vibe coming out of Rockstar. They know their White Elephant is the last of the old generation of software engineering. And it's never going to live up to the expectation. Ooh, that's not good news. This kid from 3rd grade years ago randomly ran at me and hit me. Oh, Denise, that's not good. That's not good. Just randomly? Just ran up on you? I shouldn't laugh. That getting hit isn't fun. But I think the scene in my head is like if some random person from my 3rd grade did that, I'd be like, what the heck? I'd be like, what the heck? 3rd grade. Man. 3rd grade was cool. I look back on that. I don't know. I don't think it's profit warning at UBI. They may be moving back to private ownership. My spider sense is saying from Ubisoft. I mean, they've sold a lot to Tencent, right? They might be preparing. Well, yeah, I think they've already said that they're preparing to go private. The hedge fund. I mean, if you have EA getting bought out, why not them, eh? And then last but not least, this one. Mario movie, Galaxy. I would have showed this trailer, but my stream would have been taken down. So we didn't. So, yes. Galaxy movie is coming out next year. Are you looking forward to it? Like, I bought the first one. I don't know. It's okay. I'm not saying it's like, anything it's anything to write home about, but yeah, we'll see. There we go. Sell it all, revive X Defiant. Oh my goodness, Nightfall, you have no idea. You have no idea. You have no idea. I'm actually really jealous of Rabolica getting Anno. I was just talking to someone about that series. The Anno series. I'm surprised I've never played it, considering I like city builders. I've never played it. And so it's the fact that hold on. There we go. Let's do this. See, let me see. Can I do this like this? There we go. So yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna get the Switch 2 version of Sonic. So am I. What, like 3 weeks? So am I. We showed it last week. It looks cool. Milo, who doesn't care about these Nintendo, is like, it looks lame. Also, the furniture looks bad too. The first one wasn't good. No, I don't. Yeah, Daytona. I wouldn't. I think it's for a certain type of person, right? I don't think young adult is that one. Like, for me, it's easy because for family members who are like, it's a safe thing to take a family member to that I can like reminisce about and like connect with. But I'll say it also 25, 30, like when I was in my early 20s, probably wasn't something I would have watched. Five Nights at Freddy's. We saw that one last week. I like Five Nights at Freddy's just because, well, let me say, I like Bindi more. And I put them in the same category. Like, I like Bindi more than Five Nights at Freddy's. But I understand like the lore of this place. So whatever it is, I forget what they call that place. But there's a Nicolas Cage movie that you were talking about. That's like Five Nights at Freddy's. I actually want to see that. I meant to watch that last week. I played 1702, 1601, 2070. And is that like, what is the point of Anno? Is it like you're in that time period? Like, how does it compare to Civilizations or Age of Empires? Because I think it has like amazing background music from what I've heard. So it seems like it like is really easy to get in a flow state with it. Like that would be kind of cool. Like around my desk area, just like maybe I'll buy the Steam machine just for Anno. I might buy it for Anno. So I'm talking about these. Like, they didn't take the first movie serious. Why did they have YouTubers in a movie? It's just unserious. It wasn't even scary either. I think they blew their shot. What? The first Five Nights at Freddy's? Like, he was the taxi driver, right? Corey? What other movie wasn't there a TV show? Oh, Ambi, what's that TV show Ambi, what's that game you're playing? Starts with a D. Discord. Is it Discord? Like, that one also has a bunch of YouTube gaming personalities. You know what I mean? Willy's Wonderland is the Nick Cage one. All right, so I need to watch that one. It's a city builder resource management that takes place on a bunch of islands. But for that period of time, so it's only like in 1601 or 1702. Dispatch. Yeah, Dispatch has like a whole bunch of like YouTube personalities. So you're not a fan of that. Daytona, you're not a fan of that? You're not a fan of like when YouTube personalities get there? That's fair. That's fair. Like I said, I don't think it's everybody's cup of tea, but as you can see, Denise is a huge fan. Denise is he, him pronouns. He, him pronouns. Yes. Interesting. And it's good? Because like City Builder, usually you have like these massive like upgrade, like civilization like upgrades, right? But this one only happens in that year. Okay. Maybe I watched it. Maybe I'll watch someone play it today on Steam. It's a hit. So is this the new one? Did she get the new Anno? Or is that all the Annos combined? Because there's a whole bunch of them, no? I can think it just can. I think it can just take the immersion out of it. I get. So I get. There was a Game of Thrones episode where they had, I forget his name, Ed Sheeran. I don't know. He's like a music writer. He's like one of these modern day music. Y'all know I don't listen to modern day music. They had that dude, and he was in the thing. He was playing a Game of Thrones guitar, and I was like, okay, I didn't think it was that bad, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But I think that's the whole thing. Like, you didn't want Five Nights at Freddy's to be too scary. Like, I don't think you can make it too scary. Like, I don't think you can make it Terrifier, which is just gory. But because the movie's already dark. Five Nights at Freddy, like anytime you're dealing with like kids and they're like ghosts and they're in the machines, I just think that's dark. So like they had to lighten it up, in my opinion. Depends on the skill of a VA with the YouTuber. Really? All right, later, Denise. Instantly upgrades and mansions. All right. Lana Del Rey. She's all right. She's all right. Yeah. It stood out. Yeah, Zay, like, I hear you. I'm not gonna say it was like I get why they did it, but it was odd. But I also feel like that now when I see character, like certain actors and actresses, I now like it throws me off. Throws me off. So maybe that's it, the immersion. But again, I don't really watch a lot of like TV shows or things. This is a true story. I really don't watch a lot of TV shows or movies or listen to modern music. Like if you know me in like real life, like I have like pop culture is not a strength. Not a strength. Bjork? Alana Pierce blocked me on Blue Sky this week. I'm not very popular game. Why did she block you on Blue Sky? Why would Alana? What did you do, Marcus? Why would Alana Pierce has a pretty high tolerance? Why would Alana Pierce block you on Blue Sky? What did you do? Tell us, what did you do to get blocked by one of the most inclusive YouTube, so former Sony PlayStation. What was she at Sony PlayStation? Is she a writer? Is she a dev? She was either a dev or a writer. I can't remember which one. But what did you do? Like, were you being creepy? My goodness. What's Blue Sky? It's a sky that's blue. No, it's like Twitter. It's actually, Simpleton, the only reason I'm on Twitter is because of you, by the way. I like to get your posts. Like, I think you and there may be one other person. Oh, FCat. You and FCat. That's it. Everybody else, I don't really follow on Twitter. JD's on there. He was in earlier. But after that, no. Like I like Blue Sky better just because I like how my feed looks in Blue Sky. The stories. Hey, Linz. Doing well, Linz. The Antifa Twitter is it? She's also in Dispatch. Yeah, she is. I don't have the attention for another Twitter. Yeah. Like I said, you can ask Marcus. I check social media once a week. It's usually Thursdays. So if you write me something on social media on Fridays, there's a good chance I will not get it until the following Wednesday or Thursday. And the reason I check it on Thursdays is just because usually that's when I'm building the show. And usually I just look at who's tagged me into stuff or anything to see like if there's something I'm missing. And that's how I do it. That's it. I deleted Twitter. I think that's a smart move. I got asked by a student. I feel so bad for her. Like when I was in Colorado, I got asked, and she asked the entire panel. She's like, what is something you've seen on social media that made you change your course in life? The entire panel was shocked. We were all like, seeing, like, it's like a 20-year-old asking us that. And so I responded, if you were making a life decision on social media, you should probably reevaluate your decisions. And I just went off on like this whole like tirade about social media. Her actual thing, she said, so like she had to clarify. And her whole thing was like, has there ever been something you've seen? She just used social media because like that's the thing. Like that's all. I don't know. That's like all people see now. But yeah, I was like, don't make life decisions on social media. Hey, Rouster, what's going on? Let me see what that is. So eventually has went up. I like that. I told you I thought eventually it was going to. But yes has went down. So maybe eventually. I'll give it to y'all. I think I'm maybe eventually. Like I said, I think it looks cute. I support side developers' right to gain access to the West, its value and market. Internet, Marcus, Marcus is going far, man. He's going far. Oh, there goes Daytona. He says he calls you hunkalicious because of your biceps. Roster. We asked him. We asked Daytona, why does he call you hunkalicious? And that was he said your biceps, not your hair. We wanted to clarify if it was your hair, but it's not your hair. Yeah. No, we said you were out with your daughter and her dinner earlier. Linz, what are you playing this weekend? We may want to jump into your stream or into your gaming stream, not to, but just what you're playing. Y'all, if you haven't checked out Lens of Truth, great content creator, great artist, does lots of community play games. Oh, got it. Yeah, we asked him. That's what he said. Said it's your biceps. I put maybe for the Steam Machine 2.0. Yeah, I mean, it's went. I think the maybes have gained more. Sadly, so has the Don't Ask Them Questions crowd. So I don't know, but we talked about it. I never considered it was my hair. Simpleton did. Simpleton gave you the benefit of the doubt. Simpleton said maybe it's your hair. Why he calls you hunkalicious? He did. True story. But Denise got to meet Daytona, so they may have to go this weekend. We're gonna play Mario Kart Deluxe and Mario Kart World. Deluxe and World. Daytona, why don't you get a Switch too? It's actually a good question. And why don't you like World? I think I may have asked you that, but I was racing and I couldn't see your response. But I guess you thought it was because it's probably not as skill based. I think it is. But I'm not a pro like you. Biceps the size of watermelons, so the legend goes. Zalek has more. So we're looking forward to your stories tomorrow, Zalek. Yeah, Denise is good. Denise is good, Daytona. Denise is good. Emily's good too. Emily's good against across both. No, Denise is also really good. Pigeon. Have you ever went up against Pigeon, Daytona? Pigeon's another good one in Mario Kart World. I'm trying to think of all the people who do really good in World. I mean, in Deluxe. But Pigeon's pretty good. I didn't know about the legendary biceps. Oh, you learn something new every day, Simpleton. You learn something new every day. Yeah, watermelons, if I get the angle right, they do look crazy big. Oh, the conversations we've had today. Oh, man. Bro, Purple, you're going to make me type paragraphs because of these questions. I swear I've against Pigeon at some point. You have? All right. You beat him? If you beat Pigeon, I mean, those are like our top 4. And then obviously Scott, which was a little like, so I would say it's like, I mean, you've swept. That's the thing. Like Denise has swept, Emily swept, Pigeon swept. Like all y'all have swept the stream before. And when I mean swept, that means you get first every single time. So that'd be interesting. You versus those two. That would be really interesting. He may come out. Pigeon usually comes for the first part and then he leaves and then he comes back. So we'll definitely do World, and I'll try to start at 8 because I know I've been starting like late. But I promise you, it's because I've been working. I'm like working on stuff. But I'll try to do so we get at 8. If I can get Knight Rider with the face plate and that LED light bar, then I may have to get the Steam box thing. What? If I can get a Knight Rider with the face plate? Oh my goodness. And just have it like go like that. I knew a guy in the army and he got a Camaro or whatever it is. It's a Camaro, right? He got it and it did that. I got a light to do that thing. It was like 20 years. It was like, no, it was like, when was that? When did he do that? He did that in 2006. So yeah, geez, it was almost 20 years ago. It's crazy. It's crazy. I am here to dethrone everyone. Oh my goodness. Do you play, really? But you don't do Sonic Racing. You don't do Sonic Racing or Mario Kart World. That's fair. Lens is good. Lens is really good if he's not streaming. If Lens is streaming, he doesn't do as well. But if he's not streaming, Lens is really good. Like really good. We may need a competition one day, maybe. That's the thing I don't like to do because, like, we get close to that 12-person max on Deluxe. So that's why I'm like, we get like, I would hate it if we didn't have we didn't have room for some. Because there was a day like we were playing Orcs Must Die and we had 4 people and then Steve came. And I was like, so I hate when like we don't have room for everybody. Yeah. Daytona, are you in the military? They always lease one at high interest rates. I would know. NVIDIA has a competition to win a $5.99 on social media in case anyone is interested. If anybody needs to tag me in a social media post, you're free to do that. If you're like, tag a friend, tag me. I have no problem if y'all can win it to tag me. So go ahead for it. Because I'm keen to give the update a go. Linz needs to lock in for real. He's good. Linz is good. I'm used to playing on my big TV and not up close on my monitor. Yeah, I have the same issue. I do, but I think for me, like it is a little bit of adjusting, especially for World. I don't really play Deluxe anytime other than when I'm on stream or Sonic Racing. But World, I sometimes play in a different room. And I agree, so it does take me a second to readjust. But I like the controls of World. I feel like the controls of World are somewhat similar to the controls of Sonic. So that's why I've been able to pick up Sonic a little bit, just because I feel like the controls, but Deluxe is just different. I wanted to do the Knight Rider theme song too. I get to do that, then I'm... What? You like that song? That little thing? Just remember in Knight Rider, there's a dude named Bogota. Did I talk about this? There's this drug lord in Knight Rider called Bogota. But they say Bogota. That's how they say it. And he's in a dual one. And they're like, you don't want to go up against Bogota. They say it just like that. And I remember that the reason why he's so bad is because one time he wanted to just get one person, and then he blew up the entire block. That's what they said. And they always would say, Bogota. That's what I remember. I don't know. That's the only villain in Knight Rider I remember. I'm dead serious. If you look up Bogota Knight Rider, it comes up as a drug lord. That's 40 years ago. I am bringing in stuff from 40. I'm really impressed. I don't think I thought maybe I thought about that before. Oh, you're not? You should join. New skin in Doom, the Dark Ages, also a big Doom update with DLC soon. But who's still playing Doom? That we talked about this. Doom came out, made a splash for a week, and then went nothing. Who's still playing Doom? I use remote desktop to play games on my desktop PC, which is in the basement on my laptop in the living room. That's cool. Is that the same thing as the Steam Link that Granite does to the TV? So you see, that's the thing. Going back to the Steam box for anybody who has a PC so now it's literally the people who are trying to upgrade, looking to upgrade. Remote desktop would lag for fast motion. But yeah, but she's playing Sims. The 5th most popular game. I just remember the Huff with the hair. I've met him twice. So I met him the first time in Korea when I was stationed there. It was the most random thing. It was the most random thing. We were all in a gym, and there's something called 350-1 training, which is think of it as compliance training. Just think of it like compliance training. And you go in the gym, and you're in there half a day, 6 hours. You're in there a long time. So we're in there, and all of a sudden he comes in. This was when did this happen? This was 2008. So he comes in. It's like random because it's like just right. And the whole gym goes crazy. And like, there's a ton of people who don't even know who this dude is. Because like even back in like 2007, it was kind of like Baywatch was like, our Knight Rider was like kind of old and stuff, and so he was like kind of like just a meme back then. And I remember I went up to him. He was like super nice. He was thanking all the soldiers, like, because I think he does a lot of stuff with service members. So but it was just super random. So I met him then. Then I met him again in 2012, 2011. Again, another military event, totally different place. But that time it was like, he was a little bit further, but like I wasn't so close. Like in Korea, I got like really close to him, like shook his hand and everything. And I think even took a picture with him. But the second time he was like further out. So I met him twice. For Sonic. Oh, he's pretty. Oh, yeah. You've been talking about Sonic Rumble. Just streaming the game through the Steam app. No other hardware involved. I played Dune Awakening this way. Ooh. So it works for her. So why would, if it works, so like if that works for her, the Steam app works for her, it literally has to be for people who don't have a PC or who really, really need to upgrade their PC. It really has to be that crowd. I think most people would just use it for gaming. My TV has Google TV built in, so I use that for media. I like Google TV. My laptop only has RTX 1650 and 16 gigabytes RAM. I have mobility, so I can't always get to my PC. I thought you had your other. I thought you got a gaming laptop though for your for Mother's Day. No, that's more. I thought that was 4070 or 4060. Yeah. So I don't know. I could see it. I'm gonna have to really get Daytona and figure out why he doesn't like Mario Kart World though. But yeah, that's my thing. Steam looks pretty good, yeah, but you need a gaming computer. I get it. I get it. I think we understand like where the market is. I think we understand it. Like who would buy the thing? My opinion. So Audi's really excited for it. I just saw that. I'm looking at my Discord. Audi's super excited. So that's another vote for somebody who would get it. Audi would get it. I don't know why he's so excited though. I guess we'll see. No one has it fully yet. My new PC is in the basement. I can't always get to it. I get to it. And so I get what you're saying. So you use the other one and you remote play from your new one to the other one. Rebecca, I think you should get it. I think you should get this thing. I think you should get this Steam thing. And for people who are not PC gamers but may want a PC gaming light experience. I think they are PC gamers. I think it's not for hardcore PC gamers. Like when I mean hardcore, that is not based upon time. That is for the stereotypical, like, I need 2000 frames per second crowd, right? That's what I consider hardcore. It's like they take PC gaming to an extreme where it's no longer about gaming. It's not for them. But I absolutely think it's for people who are like, I like gaming on my PC, or I'm thinking about gaming on my PC, and they need an option. Okay, I don't like Roll because it's missing characters. Okay, that's okay. A lot of track designs are boring. Roads too wide. Lacks features from previous games. Interaction are boring, and the updates. Okay, the few updates it has done for the game have been awful. It's only been out for like 5 months. You're comparing like Mario Kart Deluxe after 10 years with World. I think Worlds isn't that bad. Chris was telling me on the Steam controllers, the trackpad is interesting as is far. Oh, really? So Zalik, you're getting it. I like, so the chat has changed. The chat has went against Internet of Games. Earlier, the chat was very much like, no, it's not for me. But I feel like this new, more like accepting, and it makes sense because maybe eventually numbers have went up. Right? So I feel like we got a different mix of people in right now. And y'all are rallying behind the Steam Machine 2.0. I think that's interesting. Those are most of my reasons. That's fair, Daytona. But would you have been, like, let's say they got new characters and like different tracks, like more like another track pack or something like that. Would you get it? I think the Steam Box could be for who has wanted to attach a computer to their TV but hasn't been bothered to figure it out. There you go. And I think that's Daytona. Daytona said that. Daytona's like, I just want to like hook up and go. Daytona wants a console, but has the Steam library. I think it's a compelling proposition. I absolutely believe it's a compelling proposition. And if I did not have my setup now, where I'm somewhat content, right? Like, because the way I am is like, if I really need to play something on the computer, which the last time that was with Hotel Architect. Like, I had to play that game on the computer, right? Well, I have my computer. And it's not like I'm like jonesing to play that when I'm in my office or something. So, like, I'm here. And then let's say it's like a bigger time game. Well, most of the high def games I play are all single player games. So it's not like multiplayer. So like I use Black Myth Wukong. I think Where Winds Meet, even though I think that has like an MMORPG element to it. There's the Stellar Blade. Like, no, I don't like Stellar. I kind of am interested in Stellar Blade. So we'll use Stellar Blade. Stellar Blade, but Phantom Blade. That's actually what I meant. Those are all single player games. And I have my PlayStation for that. And then everything else is just basically my Switch. So it's not like, it's like, what would that do? And then I only have Xbox for Orcs Must Die on Saturdays. Literally the only reason. Like the only reason. Yes, Steam Box is for the lazy. The lazy. Grant, we don't have to call them lazy now, do we? I also think the mechanics and the way it plays is boring. Of course, this is all my opinion. I play a lot of racing games, and it's pretty much my so I like to think I know a thing or two. No, you're definitely fair. You're definitely fair. I would be interested, but you don't have a Switch 2, right, Daytona? You're holding out. I get that. I'm sticking with Mario Kart 8. Oh my goodness. I like my original Steam controller. SteamOx may also be for the non-computer savvy. Yeah. Yeah. I think Mario Kart 8 definitely has its flaws, but those flaws aren't the strongest ones in Mario Kart World, in my opinion. That's fair. Orcs Must Die is worth it. I was talking to Hammy about this. I was like, I think I only have, it's not even that the Xbox, the only reason I have the Game Pass core is because of Orcs Must Die. Because I own Orcs Must Die. I bought Orcs Must Die Death Trap. I bought it. And the only reason I have the thing is to play with y'all. So this is actually really, would it be cheaper to just get the Steam Machine 2.0, BioWorks Must Die Death Trap, and not have to play multiplayer for Xbox? That's the question. That's the question. I actually have Works Must Die 3 on Steam. I actually have a lot. For someone who doesn't play Steam, I have like 80 games or something crazy like that. I got you, Granite. I know. I do all the computer setup stuff at work. So at home, I went easy mode at home. Easy mode. I'm not getting a Switch because I just don't see a point. I don't like the few exclusive it has. It's weaker than Series X, for example. And it's missing basic features like texting. Like texting? Oh, like if you, like a friend? Like if you have, I think it's for a safety reason. That's interesting because you're really good at Mario Kart Deluxe. I don't know. I don't use my Series X. Like I have an X and an S. I absolutely don't use the X. The X it sits there in the corner. I actually feel kind of bad for it. I use the S for my set. That's why I stream on Saturdays. I use the S to stream on Saturday. But I don't use the X at all. Like at all. But I hear you. Do it, everyone buy it. It's like I can't even roast the adrenaline to warm my loins, people. What do you mean, Marcus? Marcus, what do you mean? It would take a long time to make up the money, but eventually it would be cheaper. Yeah. It depends on when it comes out. Or what the price is, I mean. Like what the price is when it comes out. It could. So here's the thing. I think, so you'll know I am not like a huge fan of subscriptions. Period. Okay? Like I like to pay like one time and that's it. I let Nintendo slide because it's cheap. It's like $20. So that's like one time. That's cheap. But with subscriptions, I'm just like, charge me one time. I don't like seeing it 1 month, another month. I just cannot stand that. It's like it's bleeding me. And so I'm just like, just give me like one thing. That's it. Or at least like every 6 months. I don't know. Just like once. That's it. I usually like Mario Kart or F-Zero, but I don't like Mario Kart World, and there's no F-Zero. Kirby Air Ride looks cool though, but not enough to grab me. Yeah, I'm curious about Air Ride. So there's that other game on Switch 2 that I only know this because it was one of the first games to utilize the game chat feature. Like only one person needs the game. I forget what that racing game's called. But it's kind of like F-Zero. Some people actually consider that's a good one. But yeah, I only do racing games for the audience because I feel like I get more people in. I think it's cheaper, Roster. I think it's cheaper for the Steam brand if they launch this inferior, outmoded device. So dramatic. Marcus is so passionate. Nah, Microsoft is going to kill itself with marketing and overpricing. Wow. They could. I mean, they could. They could. I think they're doing. If I have not said that, I absolutely believe like Xbox people are doing the best job they can. Like I can't criticize them. I think they've been dealt like a very not the best hand. And what I mean by that is I think Xbox is suffering from their mistakes from 10 years ago. Now it's like come to roost. 10 years ago and 5 years ago. And so now the current management team is doing the best they can. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. I think they're doing the best they can. I really like how my hair dried. Kind of gave me my nice little poof. Cowboy, what are you talking about? We talked about. Did you vote? Cowboy did. He said, "We know." Cowboy wrote no. We know. Cowboy said no. I'll summarize for you here. Purple in a nutshell. Subscriptions bad. Nintendo go. We talked all about Steam Deck. We did talk a lot about Steam, our Steam thing 2.0. And we talked about that for a long time. I feel like that was mostly it. I like Nintendo though. It's a mid-level gaming PC, but I think that's good. Northern US and folks, there appears to be Northern Lights tonight. There's supposedly Northern Lights, like 20 minutes away. I supposedly should be able to see it. I'm not driving. Let me put that out there. I'm not driving. The Steam machine will cost between 1,000 and... Where are you getting that from? How is it a mid-level PC? It's weaker than a PS5 and doesn't have machine learning. Oh my goodness. Here. Where's Vet? Cowboy, you need to tell Vet. You need to tell Vet that he can't just like come. He's like, Purple, put me on so I can tell you about the Steam Machine 2.0. I'm like, dude, it's the beginning of the show. You're just gonna like come in and start talking. Like this, like he thinks that my show's your show. You think like you just like go off on whatever he wants to go off on. I'm like, where does Vet the audacity? He got me off on like a wrong foot on my show. Like the first 10 minutes, he just like comes in. I'm like, Vet, what are you talking about? Ronka can see them now. Are they like moving? Are they like green, red, and blue? I actually have never seen them in real life. No way. There's no way that thing costs $1,600. If it costs $1,600, it will flop. No way. No. There is no way that costs $1,600. Are you kidding me? If it is $1,600, then Daytona, I'm telling you, go get a get any gaming PC. There's no way it's $1,600. I don't believe you. Oh, use Granite's. Use Granite's phone picture. Or camera phone. Xbox is doing just fine. They are ready for the coming decade. Sure, they cut their losses, but that's good business, not bad. Maybe. I don't know. I think... I don't know. That's interesting. Why are you saying that? Because every evidence would show that their franchises aren't growing. Right? Their hardware bets aren't growing. So why would you say that? Like technology wise, yeah, sure. I could say like, yeah, they have AI and stuff, but why would you say like, what makes you think that they're going to be fine? I'll remind you, it's a company that has to continue to grow. It's not like other companies that can be like, okay, we had like 2 bad years and let's bounce back. Like they have to continue to grow. So Why would they be okay for the next decade? I'm just curious. Just pushing back. I'm just pushing back. Once we get all the lights out, I'll check again. All right, that sounds super cool. Makes me think of the movie The Longest Yard. The football team was called Mean Machine Love. Is the Longest Yard the one where they have the replacements? Or no, is that the replacements? Did I miss that? I'm sure I've seen The Longest Yard. The football movie I liked a lot was the one Any Given Sunday. I really liked that one with like Al Pacino, LL Cool J. Like, I really like that one. I think it's Cameron Diaz is in that, if I'm not mistaken. I thought that was a good show. Or a good movie. You know, Vet is wild and no one can control him. He just came in here like guns a-blazing. Like guns a-blazing. I'll break the cold. Xbox. Oh my god, sounds right. The Steam Machine will cost $1,500, I believe. Seep one? No! I just goes positive on this thing. If it costs $1,500, it will flop. I'm not saying it won't do what it's supposed to do. But I feel like you're now at a price point. Oh, I don't know if I can recommend that at that price point. Like, I don't know in good faith. Because you obviously could build something equivalent cheaper. You can buy a pre-built cheaper. I would actually say you could build something much better at that price point to do exactly what you want to do. I don't know if I can recommend it at that. If it's really that, I don't know. The Rudy football movie, Notre Dame, with the Hobbit guy, with Frodo Baggins. No, he's not Frodo. Elijah Wood's Frodo. Who's Sam Gimji? Who is it? Samwise? He's the Hobbit guy, right? Yeah, it'll flop. Granted, I'm right there with you. According to the leaked documents of it, will cost. There's no way. Oh my goodness. 700 and 1,000. 700 and 1,000, I think, is about as high as you can go. If you start going twice that, I just gave it a good thing. What's going on, Seep one? What's going on? I read an article that scaled it to compete with Xbox PS. It won't be vastly higher in price. That's the one I'm quoting. So I would give credence to Rouster's 700 to 800. No, Samwise. Okay, I did get it. Samwise Kimchi. So I did get it. I got it. Okay. Daycare will be less than 600 at last year's. That's granted. That's what I'm saying. You might as well get it. Source random Facebook group. I'm hoping that's the case. Is it random console war Facebook group? Daytona, did you give us console war information? Because I read that it's going to be like, because this statement, let me see. There you go. It's this one. How much will Steam Machine cost? Here's what Valve had to say. Senior Howard engineer, that guy, whoa, what a name, was asking in an interview about what is high-low regarding pricing, and said that the aim is to land at a competitive price that matches up with the value provided. Is to make it affordable. At the same time, an industry expert has weighed in with specific price point that he feels the Steam Machine should launch at and so we'll have to see. I don't actually have that whole thing. I can't scroll it. I can't scroll it, but you can go look at the thing there. And I would have to think it's going to be like maybe PlayStation. I think it's going to be priced around like 600. I'm hoping for 400, but I'm saying 6. I'm hearing Valve can't subsidize the costs with expectation of selling games on Steam because it can be used as a desktop PC. Okay, I'm hearing that Valve can't subsidize the costs with an expectation of selling games on Steam because it can be used as a desktop PC. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. 700, I think, is about as max as you can go. I think if you go any high, I think 1,000, obviously, but if you're talking about, if once you get up into, you said 1,600, I'm not, I don't know. Not looking good. Well, no, soon. Read my last comment, Purple. Let me go. Cowboy, where are you? You know, but yeah, I said he's no one control him. I said, yeah, I agree with you. I said, I agree with you. But yeah, I unless you have another comment, I didn't see another comment from you though. Oh, did I not post this, by the way? Hold on, y'all. I thought I put my Cow, if you want to come on, you can come on. I don't know where I put my... Did I not post this? Oh, that stinks. I thought... No. I did. Maybe I didn't? I thought I did. Did I not post that? My bad, y'all. I thought I did. $2.99 are dead. Series S is better bet. Otherwise, I don't think so. I think if that thing is anything under $500, like that is a steal. Anything under $500, it's a steal. Oh, is that what happened? EA has agreed to be acquired by a consortium of investors, includes yes. We talked about it about a month ago. So ultimately what I said, so we did. So ultimately what I said is I think Silver Lake is going to have a lot of pressure. Affinity Partners, they're part of it to get the deal through because that's Jared Kushner's firm. And they're basically, it's kind of like really shady because like Saudi Arabia gave the money to set up Affinity Partners. So it's kind of like a really shady thing in my opinion. But regardless, I think Saudi Arabia doesn't really, I don't think they're going to change it too much. Rebellica came on and we talked about it for a while. But I think 55 billion is a very expensive price for EA. Unless they're going to go into something like gambling, like some type of online gambling, then I could see it working. And I don't mean like, oh, we're going to get like gambling inside of like Madden. I don't mean that. I just mean like they just expand into gambling. Like you have DraftKings or whatever. And then you'll have like an EA. And it may not even be called EA. It may be just called like something else, but EA is the parent company. I think if they do that, yes. Especially in some of these more emerging markets where gambling like it's a real big problem. I can see that. They don't need to keep the money in the way you prescribe. Xbox can sleep a giant in IP infrastructure and CVs. No. Where do you get that from? I don't agree. I don't agree. I don't agree. I think right now there's too many investors who are asking, why did you spend $60 billion? I don't think Xbox can continue to say we have 1% profit margins. I just don't. Or 1% growth. Not when the rest of the company is doing 30 to 40. I just, no. I think because there's a point to where they can sell it off. Like there's a point where you can sell it off, where you can write it off, and that money generates more money than the 1% growth. Especially when you're investing $100 billion into cloud infrastructure or into AI, and you have this thing over here sitting there only growing at like 1%. At least like your AI infrastructure is like generating like 50% profit margin. I don't think so. I don't think they can just like sleep on it. Not at that. No, I disagree. Well, my other comment didn't show, but in my video, I added a clip where people got hands-on and were told it will cost the price between low end. So they think 1,000 and 1,200. That's fair. I'll have to watch it. So we have everything. We have everything from like what, 700 to 1,700. It'll be something if it doesn't land in that. But nobody wants to talk to you. I got you. That's fine. I'm going to shut it down either way. I open it up. I open it up just to give you all a chance. EA casinos. Yeah, EA online casinos. That's where I think that they could happen. Or loot box gambles. I think they've already have so many loot boxes though. I think they already have so much. Simmers are hoping Maxis gets sold off. I think they are, but I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think that's what they're going to do. Why would they? It's a cash cow. They're hope, but they can hope, but I just don't think so. It's too much of a cash cow. According to me, this Steam Machine will cost between 1,800. You just doubled down. We now have everything from 700 to 2,400. Okay. They have moved on and are being moved on. I bet. The investors have been cashed out, have they? So who owns the company now? Marcus, I can't tell. I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not. I can't tell. You and Decoy. We haven't had Decoy in a long time. But you and Decoy, I can't tell. I can't tell if you're getting me going or if you're being serious. I feel like you're getting me going though. I feel like when you doubled down on it, it made me think like, nah, he's joking. I was just but we are going to start our show, and then I was on the phone with my mom. Oh, go ahead. I'm about to it's 10:30, so I'll shut it down in like 5 minutes. But we are going to start the show. Mind blown. I feel like this is a conversation I would have had like when you were a kid. But okay. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. My goodness. But it's good to know that. I just got my second passport yesterday. I don't think I told you all that. I got a second passport yesterday. That's all I did. I was there yesterday at the consulate's office doing that type of stuff. So that was interesting. It runs itself for free. What's a sleeper? Xbox? Xbox ain't no sleeper. Your mom just found out? Oh, okay. So okay. That's a different story. That's a different story. Okay. I you don't travel? Sometimes it depends. When I travel, I travel. When I don't, I don't. I know that y'all are like, yeah, that makes sense, Purple. But no, I mean like when I have to, like, I'm moving and I'm like have to go to a bunch of different places in a very short amount of time. Like I need to move a lot. But when I don't, it's like traveling's not, I guess because I traveled so much in the army, like it's no longer, it's like not a thing for me. And then when I played tennis, I traveled a lot. So it's again, not a thing. But no, I mainly got, so I can, if I have to, I can purchase property somewhere else. So you crazy. You telling me some logic? Oh man, y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. Oh my goodness. Makes sense to me. It makes sense to me. He's never really been a great dancer. So that actually does make sense to me. So you have that. When vet run you out of your what? Wait, when vet? How is the guy who's moved in like 4 different states since I've been streaming going to run me out of like my state? How's that even possible? That's literally lived in like 4 different places in the span of like 3 years. Like, what? This is the thing. These are the comments where I'm like, I don't even know like the mechanism where that makes sense, or like the how that makes sense. Xbox, okay, prove me wrong. They just laid off more people. They just raised the price to $30. They just showed that there's like their whole thing for Call of Duty at $20 wasn't making money. They're about to change out their head. They just like literally pushed a third, they licensed out their brand to Asus. Every single like big time game that they launched this year has went with a big loud bang and then a really quiet shh. Avowed, shh. South of Midnight, shh. Doom, shh. All of them were like, shh, after like the big loud bang. Even the new Call of Duty's facing from Battlefield. Hey, Daytona, what's going on? Thank you. We'll like that. Xbox. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Cowboy, it makes sense to me. It makes sense to me. Like, that's why. What? It's basically what happened. Like, tell me how they're doing well. In their defense, I always say it's not Xbox, it's Microsoft. If it's like saying like, hey, the guy at the corner store who like signs in and does everything, he's doing well for working at the corner store. But I'm not sure if that guy would be doing well if he was working at like Microsoft. You know what I mean? Like, it's like a different expectation. And my expectation is because of where Xbox is, they are not doing well for Microsoft. Like, there's nothing like, how are you going to tell me they're doing well? Like, if they were doing well, they would stay, like, they would have one strategy and they would stick to it. Like, you know what I mean? They would, like, their strategies would hold up. Like Nintendo, I can say that. Nintendo, like, they do exclusives and now they've expanded to like movies. They've like, but they continue to have like the same strategy. Like when Nintendo wasn't doing well, You knew about it. Like they made entire pivots. PlayStation, mediocre, right? Like Bungie, we've talked about them earlier. Like, seems like they're not doing anything really with that. But at the end of the day, like Sony has said, like, yo, we're still selling our console. We're still coming out with 2 of them. Like, we're doing a regular one, then the Pro one, then the regular one. And we're going to do exclusives because we think exclusives drive stuff. But you want to know what's not doing really well? Sony VR. They pivoted from that. You know what I mean? But they're like, yo, we were putting out a PS Portal. We're going to double down on it. We're going to give that PS Portal more software updates. Oh, by the way, we're now going to make another Sony handheld thing that can now play like all the games, and like you can do it like the Switch thing. You don't need the console device. Like, those are like strategies of like where you can clearly see they stuck to it, they expanded or not. I cannot see where Xbox has stuck to their strategy. I just don't see it. So you maybe, but maybe I'm missing something. Good. Remove the humans, raise costs to cut usage, launch Discover IP with long tails, make Xbox a backroom business again, running on ice and futures. What do you mean by ice? Was underwhelming, mostly because it's uncomfortable. I have it somewhere. Microsoft is in $1 trillion. Microsoft is in a $4 trillion valuation race. Sony and Nintendo are not, so they give PlayStation Switch a lot more line than Microsoft is giving Xbox. Yeah. What Simpleton said. But they also are different companies, right? We said this about like 15 months ago, and I did it 6 months ago. Another big thing is PlayStation and Nintendo are Japanese companies, and Microsoft's an American company. And Japanese companies are notorious for hoarding capital. Ever since they had like their stock market crash back in the late 80s, they're notorious for hoarding capital, or like hoarding cash, and not like trying to go after like the biggest, like most profits. So a lot of times like Japanese companies are more about sustainable businesses versus American companies, which are like about like the quick, like the next quarter, or even, I guess they're going to change those rules, right? Like the next 6 months, like it's very short term. Hence the reason why all these like live service games have like just devoured the gaming industry. And I think that's the other thing. I think Microsoft makes a lot of moves, or they make a lot of moves that are like very short term, and it's worked. It's worked for them. I remember a time when Microsoft where they were like stagnant. Like that wasn't that long ago. Like the 2000s, like Microsoft was not like growing. And so at that point, they were throwing a lot of money at a lot of different things. And that just so happens to coincide when a lot of people are like, oh, Xbox was so doing all this wild stuff, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, they were doing all this wild stuff because like they weren't growing. Microsoft wasn't growing. So like Microsoft said, hey, here, go do wild stuff, like grow things. But as soon as like they start to like mature as a business and we're like, oh no, we can have a sustainable like 30-40% profit margins. Now everybody has to work at that level. That's their problem. Virtual Boy, wow, that was a drop like a hop. Exactly. You know when the other companies mess up. Like when you make a pivot, things are not going well. When you pivot like that, things are not going. So the Virtual Boy, a big one is Nintendo 3DS. Like that unfortunately was launching like head on against mobile gaming. Right. There's a bunch of like Nintendo failures. HBO Max went up $1. Hey, that's not bad. It still sucks though. What is it now for you? 23? Sucks. It's my least favorite VR unit. I have the HTC Vive Quest 2, Quest 3, and some Windows VR. The PSVR is by far the worst design. I got it. I literally got it so I could do it's like a kayaking game. And then there was a Ghostbusters game on it. I'll say, like, I agree. Like, obviously I'm wearing my hair in like a pony. Like, I have thick hair. And so, like, you put it on and then it like does this little thing. I don't like anything like that. Like, if you can give me like a pair of glasses, okay, you got me. I'll even do like a pair of glasses with like a wire. But I don't like a headset. Like, I don't like that. Ed Simpleton is arguing my point. Dr. Pepper versus Coke. So that's an interesting that's interesting. It's an interesting comparison. Because Dr. Pepper, because if you were to talk about purely from an investment standpoint, Dr. Pepper. But if you're talking about from like a business behemoth, Coke. I got it for the Horizon. I still kind of want to finish it, but the headset hurts my head. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I got it for like, I just don't play it. I don't play PlayStation. Like this year I've hardly played PlayStation. What was I played PlayStation for Blueprints, which is definitely in my game of the year conversation. And I think I played it. Oh, I played it to do that Little Nightmares video set that I did. And I did that for Little Nightmares 2, not Little Nightmares 1. What else was I playing it for? X-Defiant died. I played it a ton for X-Defiant. I would have to boot it up. I can't remember what else I did it for. The new I've seen it. There's no pivot. It is a drop. Oh my goodness. Did you discuss the new Steam VR? We showcased it a little bit. This one? We showcased it a little. I mean, I think that could work. I think it could work. I mean, she is kind of rocking my hairstyle. Not gonna lie. She is. Maybe they did this just for me. Maybe. It's wireless, so like you got me excited about that. Maybe. Coke invented Christmas. They're the GOAT. They invented a red Santa Claus, Simpleton. I don't think they invented Christmas. They invented the red Santa Claus. You know? It uses 6 gigahertz dongle on the PC for low latency wireless. I may do that one. I may, but I don't. You don't hear me talking about VR. Like, what VR game would I play? That's my thing. Like, I still have to have a game to play, and it gets back to my like ultimate thing about VR. Unless you're going to get VR that is immersive enough to give you an orgasm, I just don't see the point of going into VR. Not that that's what I want to go into VR with, but it needs to be like that immersive. Like, I need to feel like if I'm in a jet, like I'm feeling like, gravitational pulls. I need to feel like if I'm like getting shot in a game that I need to go. No, I'm joking. It doesn't even feel that bad, but you know what I mean? Like I think they need to have VR suits. I just don't think like this is going to get me super excited because it hasn't. Look at Robolica being so using all the different apps. Knows where you're looking and then transmits that part of the stream in high res. I thought I liked the the Valve frame, but I read wireless as standalone. I think it still needs a PC to connect. So so that's a thing. If the thing is like if that little PC, the little box thing's like 500 and that thing's like 400, no, you still need a game. I still need the game. I need the experience. Like, why would I go in it? All right, later, Abolica. Take care at night. Stop it. Stop it, Daytona. Where did you get that? Where did you? Oh my God. Oh my goodness. No, I'm desperate, but I like I said, VR. I've held this stance on VR for a while. I've held this stance that I don't know if VR in itself, it has to give you something like way more. And I think like if we can get into like where you're into the thing, like you're in the other world, that would be something. The headset and controller do have better specs. What, this thing? These right here? Better specs than what? Are those the same thing? Is she wearing the same thing? Better specs than what? Then like what's on the market now? I don't know. You ever see Ready Player One movie? The suit like that would... Yes, anything. It has to be more than like... VR is a novelty. Like, I get there's VR gamers out there. Shout out to Mr. Urban World. Shout out to everybody. ISO Motion Gaming. Shout out to all the people. Ninja Guy VR. We know there's VR gamers in the community out there who have a ton, like they're having a blast in it and so forth. I totally get it. But if VR is really to reach its full potential, you have to make it to where it's like fully immersive. You know what I mean? Like where I can like just sit in like this chair and just like feel like I'm in the car. Like I can look around, feel it, like the chair, like I'm feeling things. You know what I mean? Like that to me is like the next level of gaming. And maybe that can be done. Like I just am not sure the current generation of devs are the right people to do it. I think it just takes like a someone totally different. I don't know. I don't know. He did get a Pixel phone. He did message me in Discord like about a month ago. But that's about it. You know, but yeah, that's my thing. You know, it can't like, I get it. I'm not saying it's bad. Yeah, I'm just like, to me, it's just certain things like when you see it, and maybe that's the thing. I've just been around too long to see too many things where people hype it up and are like, oh, this is going to be so cool. And then it's like, you kind of start to see the pattern of the things that were not that cool. The only thing I think really missed, and this was like 26 years ago, was the iPod. I didn't quite understand how was the iPod going to revitalize Apple. Like when I heard Steve Jobs say that, I couldn't understand why that was going to be the case. But ever since then, like I'm like, okay, yeah, I can see how this does that. This is going to be like this, that, blah, blah, blah. And so when I look at VR, I'm still like, y'all are still like on the old form factor. Like you're still just at the point where it's trying to get comfortable. It's trying to make it more comfortable. But when I look at like these controllers, which I guess you hold it in your hand, like I get it. But if you're still at this level of like where VR is, where it's a pair of goggles, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Feeling things just anywhere. Like where it can like make you like just immerse you more. Did we discuss Ubisoft postponing? Yeah, we did, Jeff. We did. I believe it was there. We did talk about this. We did talk about this. It could mean a buyout. Could mean a buyout. Could mean something else. What is Ubisoft stock? That would have been a good trade. Ooh, that could have been a good trade. I don't know. I mean, you're risking it. You're spitting in the wind on that one. That's for damn sure. You're really spitting in the wind on that. I don't know if I would have taken that bet. What's driver? Elon has Neuralink, so it's only a matter of time before brain consoles are a thing. Did Elon say that? I mean, it was in Elon last week talked about robo-taxis again. He's been talking about robo-taxis now for like 6 years. And most people would say like they're not closer. Waymo is. Waymo's close. Waymo has taxis out there. But when it comes to Elon Musk, Elon Musk is a great marketer. And I feel like in the coming years, it's going to be even a higher uphill battle for him. That's what I'll say. Driver is a game franchise. The last game was in 2011. I love it. It's basically a driving game, GTA ripoff series. So you didn't like, but they had the other racing games too. You don't like those? What's the one that they just like made a huge hoopla about because they took the first one's servers off? Oh man, Crow was talking about it. The Crew? Isn't that Ubisoft? The Crew? Pretty sure The Crew's Ubisoft. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I am way off. No, it is. No, it is The Crew. I got that. I got it. Yeah. The Crew. I love The Crew. You really do like racing games. Do you ever race Roster or Scott in F1 or NASCAR? And do you have a setup? Do you have like the setup where it's like the steering wheel and all that? I think that would be kind of cool. But I want that setup for like to do truck driving. To me, that looks like a relaxing time. Like have a little setup and it's like screens here and it's like I'm in the truck. I think I like that. All right, y'all. I'm gonna shut it down here in the next 3 minutes. I said that like 20 minutes ago, but I'm actually shutting it down this time. As soon as Daytona answers that question. All right, my blink. Yeah, same here, Simpleton. Take care. Yeah, we're about to head out to Scott does an online race, but never did that in F1. Okay. Yeah, just seeing if Daytona, because Daytona seems to know all of them. I've not yet competed against Grandmaster Scotty. I have raced against him in Mario Kart 8. I have not raced against Hunkalicious, but if I did, he would be decimated. Oh my goodness. Game Award nomination Sunday. Will we see Roster 2 nominated? Hopefully. I have simple racing rule for some games. Nice. That's another one. I think like that little thing there, you could set up a really cool. But if it's 1500, no way. If it's 1500, no way. Okay. All right. All right, y'all. We are going to shut this one down. And we're going to shut it down the same way we do everywhere. So the poll, ultimately, here's the poll. The poll, official poll numbers is yes, 10% are going to get the Steam Machine 2.0. 52% said no. 24%, which we're going to round up to 25%, said maybe. And 14% said don't ask dumb questions. W stream. All right, later, Daytona. We're going to see Denise versus Daytona versus Emily on Sunday. Mario Kart Deluxe. So I remember buying, so slow him down. Oh my goodness. Rouser, do not play into it. Have a good night. Yeah, Zalek stream tomorrow. Y'all can catch me tomorrow there. Later, Wit. Yep. All right. I don't care where you game, how you game, why you game, what you game on, how long you've been gaming. As long as you're gaming, you're good with me. And as always, it's Purple Haze, and the proof is in the plane. All right. Take care, y'all. I'll see you on the next one.